Welcome to the Kent Lapp Podcast.
I'm sure you probably heard at least at some point someone like not believing in chiropractic care or thinking it's a hoax or whatever. I mean, is that still a thing?
Yeah,
I don't know how prevalent that is.
We still get called quacks.
Do you really?
Every now and then, yeah.
Really? Now
It's usually older people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. But I guess without going into too much of that, the part that I guess I don't understand is skeletal structure. I mean, you look at a car. We take a car and something. If your axle, the way it connects to the, to the rear gearbox, gets a little out of whack, that car is not going to drive right. It's basic. Everyone agrees with me at this point. I don't fully understand why the same isn't true for a skeletal structure. Like, I guess I just don't understand the questions really is, do you believe a back can get out of place or not, your spine, or any of your skeletal structure, can it get out of place? So I think everyone would probably have to agree that does happen. 2, do you think it's better if you put it back into place? And I guess that's as simple as that for me. Like,
it really is. Like, you have a better chance. I'm not going to say you're never going to get some type of sickness, but your body has a better fighting chance with your nervous system uninhibited.
It has to. I mean, just logically. So what are those people that think the chiropractic care is a quack? Like, what are they?
So
what are they?
The way we all, like, if somebody says that, the question I always ask is, okay, so what controls everything in your body? And then everyone's like, your brain. Duh. Like, you're the doctor. Okay. So if your brain controls everything in your body, how does your brain communicate to your body? And they're like, well, it's through your nerves. I'm like, yeah. So it's your brain stem. It goes your brain stem, spinal cord, nerve roots, and then nerves, and then organ. And then the next question is, so what surrounds and protects your nervous system? Well, my spine. So if your spine, is there a normal and an abnormal position to the spine? Some people are like, I don't know. And then it's like, okay, so let's say your spine should be straight from the front. Do you think that's fair to say? And they're always like, well, yeah. But a lot of people think it should be straight from the side too, but definitely we have to have curves. So I always go to the front. And then I'm always like, so have you heard of scoliosis? And I mean, all the world has heard of scoliosis. And I'm like, okay, so if there's a big S in somebody's spine, do you think that person, is that good or bad for that body? Well, it's bad. Okay, so let's say it's a 100-degree curve out of normal. It's bad. What about 50 degrees? Is that bad? Yeah. What about 10? Well, yeah. What about 1? Well, yeah. So if my body's working at 99%, we'll say, am I building health or am I building disease? I'm building 1% disease. 1 never stays at 1. It only multiplies. And then they're like,
yeah.
oh.
Then it clicks. Yeah.
Usually.